All right, Troops TV presented by Barstool Sports. We're on to the player rating segment. Obviously, it's a little different. I'm not Za, but he's tied up, so I'm going to be helping out Troops with this. Arsenal 2, Leeds 1. We're going to get right into it, starting off with the man in gates, as I would say, Aaron Ramsdale.
Ramsdale, I'll give a 7. I don't think he could have done nothing about the goal. You get me? The defense let him down. There was nothing he could really do. His kicking, though, recently has been a bit suspect. You get me? I think he needs to, in training, work on his kicking a little bit, because normally his kicking was on point. Start of the season, he was just pinging them, blood. You get me? You could say that Ramsdale could play in the midfield, but the last couple of games, like, his kicking's been a bit off. That's the only issue I would have said I had with Ramsdale. So, yeah, 7 for Ramsdale.
On to Tomiyasu.
Tommy, I give Tommy an 8. I think he done really well because he was out of position. He was playing at left back, so he's playing on the side that he's not used to playing on. And since Tierney's been injured, that left hand side has been a problem. You get me? Tavares went in there, it was a problem. Xhaka went in there, we had problems. You get me? Cedric went in there, we had problems. Tommy's gone in there and he's kind of shored it up. We looked a lot more stable. We looked a lot more comfortable at the back. You get me? Like, Leeds weren't really causing no problems. You understand? A lot of that was down to having Tommy back in that back line. So yeah, I give Tommy an 8, blood.
Rob Holding.
Holding, I give Holding a 7. Since he's come into the team, he ain't put a foot wrong. We haven't missed Ben White. So you get me? I've been very happy with Holding, but the hairline has transformed his career, blood. You get me? Like, he's on smoke now, bro. You get me? So 7 for Holding.
And then the man who you said he must have put onto the hairline, Gabriel.
Since Gabriel, his hairline has improved, yeah? Remember when the team was looking mad, Jetz, yeah?
Yeah.
His performances were looking mad, blood. Since the hairline has kind of come back again, his performances have come back again. You get me? He looks a lot more calmer. He was looking a bit erratic, but now he looks more calmer. He looks more like his natural self. I'll give Gabriel a 7 as well.
Cedric?
Cedric, I give Cedric a 6. He done good today, you get me? Didn't really get into no trouble. Just needs to improve on his end product, you get me? His crosses are dead, you understand? But yeah, 6 for Cedric.
Next up, Granit Xhaka.
I gave him a 6. I would have given him a 7, but I'll give him a 6 because for me, the goal, he looks at Llorente and he sees him and he doesn't track the run. You get me? I know that it's zonal marking, so it's your zone, but you see the man and there's no one behind you who's going to follow him. You get me? So he should have gone with the run. Then I think that would have prevented the goal. So yeah, I give Granit a 6.
Mo Elneny.
Elneny, I give a strong 7. You get me? He's lucky to not get an 8. Since he's gone into that midfield, we haven't missed Partey. You get me? When Lokonga was in there, we was looking in big trouble, blood. You get me? I think if we had stuck with Lokonga and Xhaka, we wouldn't be in the position we're in now. You get me? And that's the God's honest truth. So I give Elneny a 7.
Bukayo Saka.
Saka, I give a 6 today. I don't think he was at his lightning best. I don't think he was reading what Odegaard was on. You get me? The wave, like, they weren't on the same wavelength today. He looked a bit tired. You get me? And I wasn't surprised that he was pulled off for Pepe. You get me? So hopefully he'll do a lot better against Tottenham. He turns up in the big games. You get me? No disrespect to Leeds, but today was a big game, but it wasn't like a big opposition. It was a big game, innit? It wasn't like a Tottenham or a Chelsea. So you get me? Hopefully Saka improves on Thursday, but today 6.
You mentioned him in your Saka analysis, Martin Odegaard.
Odegaard, I give a, you know what? Yeah. Odegaard, I give an 8. He was pulling the strings today, blood. You get me? He is so silky with it, blood. You understand? He's a gem, bro. You get me? He's a gem, blood. And since he's been given that armband, he's performed well. You get me? The pressure isn't like weighing over him. You understand? He's rising to the occasion. You get me? He's representing. You understand? And I've got no complaints with him with the armband. You get me? Strong performance today. 8 for Odegaard.
Martinelli.
Martinelli gets a 9. You understand? For me, 9. he was absolutely electric, as you yank say. He was on smoke whole game, blood. You get me? Got Ayling sent off. He had fucking Rafinha rattled. He was destroying them, blood. You get me? All game. The only thing he never did was score. You understand? But he was on smoke, bro. 9 for Martinelli.
And I assume this will be another high one, but Nketiah.
Yeah, and Nketiah gets a 9 as well, blood. You understand? I give Martinelli man of the match, but I give Nketiah a 9 as well, blood. You get me? I was a big critic and a big criticizer of him. You get me? I was like, why are we bringing on him before Aubameyang when Aubameyang was here? And why are we, you get me? Like, what is going on type of thing? Like, why are we sticking with him? Why are we offering him a new deal? But since since Arteta actually said to him that you're going to be the striker, you're going to be the one playing week in, week out. He's performed, blood. You get me? He's performed in every game that he started. You understand? Another 2 goals to his name. You get me? He's on fire. And he's ready for Tottenham. You get me? He's ready to shut down that piece of shit Harry Kane. You understand? Inshallah, blood. You get me? Hopefully we're going to put that fucking prick in the spliff, blood. But yeah, man, I give Eddie a 9.
Moving on to the subs, Pepe.
Pepe gets a 3, blood. You understand? He was absolutely shocking. For me, he was the worst performer today, bro. When he come on, he just looked lazy. He didn't look interested. You get me? There was that opportunity when the fucking... Wow, who the fuck? How come my brain just went blank, blood? Who the fuck did we fucking... The Leeds fucking goalkeeper, Messler, was like, when he came forward for the corner, Pepe's on the halfway line. All he's got to do is shoot, bro. You understand? Yeah. He had prime shoot. Shit could have gone wrong then because they was coming on, man, blood. You get me? They was on to man at that point. So, you get me? I was very disappointed with Pepe, bro. 3.
Next up, Smith Rowe.
Yeah, Smith Rowe, standard 5.
And Lacazette.
Yeah, standard 5.
Then we have the manager.
Arteta, I give him an 8 today. Understand? Because up until Leeds scored, we was in total control, blood.
Yeah.
Understand? We literally was playing them in second gear. You get me? It was an easy game, and we just fell asleep at that corner. You get me? I think it was a bit too comfortable. I don't blame him for that because, you get me, just the players in that situation. So I give him an 8 today.
Great. And the ref?
The ref, man didn't even really chat about the ref, blood. You get me?
Really.
You understand? Like, he sent off Ayling, even though he needed VAR because he did give him a yellow, which was absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's the only thing I'd say, is that I can't believe that he gave him a yellow. Apart from that, the referee was cool. So I'll give the referee a 1.
There we go. It's not bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Usually giving him like negative 1,000. So
you understand? So a 1, he's fucking lucky, blood.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up the player rating segment. Make sure you check out the watch along if you haven't seen it. It's split apart into 2 videos, but check out both. Give us a like and a comment on both. And look out for the podcast tomorrow. And Zah will be back for the pod. So TroopzTV, we're out.